Yeah, he's been doing a great job. What do we say? He was practice 8, 7, 8. About one weekend. Ups and downs. It's been a lot of fun to see. Just when you run and play for the first time compared to the second time compared to the third time, just the learning curve when you play 55 games is pretty steep. Like mistakes don't happen twice. And so it's been a good start. He's got the majority of the one reps. We've rotated him a ton. But yeah, he's done a really good job thus far.
How's his first day? Kirk talked about, didn't go into great detail, but said to ask about Mark's first day.
Said he went 6 of 9.
But
Throwing the ball, but the three were, the ball never touched the ground. You can do the math on that. The ball never touched the ground. And he went 6 of 9. So it was an interesting first day. But then again, he, rattled it off the next day. I think he had a great day. And we've gone, just like most camps. And most good camps, when the defense is playing well, it goes back and forth. And it's been one of those camps where we've had some days, and we've struggled a couple days, and which is normally a sign of a good team when it can go back and forth like that. And he's been doing a good job of just coming back and learning. We're still putting new stuff in. We ran a couple things he never run today. First one he picked up on really quick. Second one we need to run a couple more times just to get comfortable with it. And, so it's been a good start.
How good does he have to be for you guys to reach your potential, do you believe?
I think just the quarterback position as a whole, right?
Yeah.
Try to find a place that's really made a run like they want to without the quarterback playing at a high level, right? It has to happen. And Hank Brown's had an unbelievable camp. He's the only one that was here for spring ball, and so he knows the offense, so he's reacting faster. He's doing a great job.
So is he firmly the backup right now?
Yeah, and I've had him when they were the ones.
Okay.
And Hekalinsky, who got here in the summer, I've rotated him through too. Those three who have got the majority of the reps have really done a great job. I know one's a redshirt freshman, one's a redshirt sophomore, one's obviously 6 years senior. I don't know what year is he. 5, 6, 7, whatever year Mark is. And they've been rotating through, and everyone's kind of got reps with each group. But all three of them are picking it up fast, and the guys around them have really helped them because they know what they're doing now. The O-line's done a great job. The running backs, the receivers. So it's been fun to go out there every single day.
I feel like there's more of a sense of a foundation compared to what last year. You can just continue to kind of install instead of just putting in the foundational pieces.
100%. When we were on install 6 was today, install 7's Monday, install 8's Tuesday. There's really not a lot of new install. They're just adjustments, off of something. So when you teach something and you can say it's just like this, but we're just changing this one thing, they're like, oh, so that's not a big install. It's really not a new play, but it is a new play. So. And a lot of those are different blocking schemes we can do. When you talk about peeling layers back of an offense, this one has a lot of layers, a lot that we haven't been able to use and we're starting to use, and from hand signals to different tempos to all the different things you can do, and we're starting to slowly peel those layers back, and it's been fun to watch.
We won't get to talk to you tomorrow, so what do you want to see tomorrow? Is it going to be pretty vanilla out there? What do you expect to get out of tomorrow?
Yeah, I just want to see them out there competing.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Efficiency. I'm going to continue to call it aggressively, and I want to see when I call a good one, make the throw. When I call a bad one, get me out of that bad call. And so, and we're not going to run anything new tomorrow. There's no install. It's all repeats.
Okay.
So it'll just be people will be there. Will be pressure. So we've had a very physical, competitive camp, which is fun because it makes practice kind of feels like a scrimmage. I don't know how much more the scrimmage can feel like our night practice the other day, because it was about as ramped up as the practice I've been part of, back and forth, offense, defense. We'd hit one, big hits. It was great. It was a lot of fun to be a football coach under the lights. It was Wednesday night, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to continue to see how they react when I put them in different situations.
Go ahead.
Looking at your 2021 offense at Western, it just seemed like it clicked. You had a 3,000-yard passer, 1,000-yard rusher, 1,000-yard receiver. 2 guys after Sky that had 700 yards each, 800-yard rusher on top of 1,000-yard rusher. What allows an offense to click like that?
I think just time, number one, right? It just takes time on task. Time on task and repeating an action over. Muscle memory is real, and so when you're talking about running these routes, we have 4 senior receivers right now that really understand it, and they're starting to run. They still got work to do, but they're starting to understand all the different situations, how to cut off routes. We always say we don't run lines on a paper. Now I'm going to give you a sheet of paper that says what it's supposed to look like, but it changes on the fly. And so those guys are really kind of cooking right now. They're understanding what we're doing. Still got to get them the ball, and but I think those guys and the O-line understanding what we're trying to get out of each play is really what allows the opportunity to make a jump like we did that year.
When you say Brown has had an outstanding camp, what specifically?
He's run all the plays before, right? So he gets his opportunity. He's not always going against the one defense, although he's done really well against the one defense. We put him in there for four snaps against our defense in the red zone. I think we scored on 3 of the 4. He was seeing things well. So he's a little bit ahead as far as when we run something for the first time, it's not his first time,
Yeah.
But he's calm. I think he's got his feet better. There's a couple things we worked on this summer that I want him to work on that I couldn't really have him do in the spring, or it would screw him up, just throwing wise. I think he's throwing the ball better. So it's fun to watch his growth. And then Heck's a little ball player now. Considering he's only been here a month, he's got a little bit of a lot of arm angles, and he's just he makes plays. So it's been fun. All 3 of them rotating him through. It's been a joy to coach that group.
When the Iowa social media team releases these videos of practice, it's easy for fans and even media to get kind of excited about seeing, Mark throw a dart to the end zone or something. Is there anything that you've seen Mark really do over the last couple of weeks in camp that's really made you open your eyes wide, or anything he's really done to impress you?
Change protection. That's a big part of this. We didn't do that last year. We gave the quarterback the opportunity to do that. But he changed protection today once. Missed a touchdown throw by an inch, but he saw it, high pressure situation, adjusted a protection, bought himself, 2 seconds instead of 1. Was able to let our tight end get behind coverage, and then just there. It would have been the best end of practice ever if we would have hit that one. But the part about being at the line of scrimmage and understanding blitzes and understanding how to buy yourself more time so you don't just have to throw hot all the time, that's the beauty of the offense, right? Like Purdy could do it as a rookie and just throw hot all the time, but once you start learning protection, you can actually protect yourself, and instead of throwing hot, maybe you rip a seam down the middle because you bought yourself an extra second, So you can be efficient with it with young guys, but man, when you have a veteran, we talk about peeling back layers. What he's been able to do with his experience of seeing blitzes and understanding what to do with protection was really a aha moment for me. It was great.